Thanks for dropping by. If you're looking for a Kiwiana inspired Christmas tree for your place this year, I think I've got you covered. And this is my way of encouraging my friends to actually give a living gift for perpetuity. And that's why I love the idea of giving a living tree. Now this tree that I've got here is called a Pinus Pinea. And what I really love about this is it's not just any kind of a pine tree. It actually will grow and produce pine nuts, which are so expensive here in New Zealand. But in years to come it will produce, so it's going to help with the carbon emissions, and it's going to help hopefully to solve our climate issues and climate change. So that's what we're going to use as my base for my Kiwiana tree. And I hope my friend Martai is watching, because Martai, this is for you, because I just know that you'll be able to do this. I've also got this flax basket here in New Zealand, they're called kite, and even though it's been made in China, but I couldn't find the one that I wove years ago. I've also got some beautiful pohutukawa here. It's artificial because you cannot pick this and use it because it doesn't last very long. It loves to be on its tree, but anyway, I found this beautiful artificial pohutukawa to use. I've also got a little bit of fern here, a little bit of native New Zealand fern, where it looks like it, and it's got these little wee swirly things in here which I just love. I've got a little bit of moss, and I've got this kiwi inspired sort of pattern fabric which I'm going to use to make these things here, which are called pois. Now it's like a game that we used to play when we were children. I've got friends who are just absolute experts at using these. I never could master it, and I still can't master it, so I'm going to leave it to the experts. But I'll show you how to quickly make these for little wee decorations for on our Kiwiana inspired tree. So what I've done here is I've just got a little bit of material. I've got a paper bag. When we were children and used to make these, there wasn't any plastic around. This is the scourge of the world, and I can't stand it. But anyway, for today will be fine. We used to use newspaper and then just roll that up like so into a little parcel, like a wee wonton parcel, and then just getting a little bit of rope, bring that around there like that. These used to be, tied that off. Oh, when you get enough newspaper in those, you can give each other quite a good whack, which is what we used to do as children. Right, from there, I don't want that little bit there, so I'm just going to cut that off. Oh, this is useless. In fact, they're very useless. Cut that off there, and then we've got our little poi that we can use to hang on our tree, and I'll just knot that off now so that that's all done and ready to go. And I'll straighten that off because I would like that to be a little bit tidier. And I've also got this little wee bird, which where I come from, the bottom of the South Island, there are little birds called tomtits, and they are just the most cutest little black birds that just chirp and flit all around the place, a little bit like a fantail. It's not really what the bird looks like, but it's just what I could find that will be quite appropriate for this. Right, the other thing I've done here is I've made these little shells. Now here in New Zealand we call them paua, but they are called abalone in other parts of the world. And all I've done is I got a little bit of paua, and I think I've shown you how to make these. I put a little chip of paua on the bottom, and then I've glued the petals to look like little daisies. Finish this off with one in the centre, put the string at the back, and then put another little bit of paua over there, so that I've got these little suspended little flowers that will be beautiful on the tree. And it's sort of like a little bit of glitter and glisten for Christmas, which is what we all love, isn't it? Right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put oops, sorry about that. I'm going to put that into the bag, and I'm actually going to leave it so that you can see that dirt, because to me that's a little bit more natural and more organic for what I want to achieve. And the other thing is, if you're gifting this, you can actually carry it in that bag, but it just represents what it is like here for Christmas, for me anyway, in New Zealand. Right, the next thing to do is I like to work from the base up, so I'm just going to put the pohutukawa around the bottom. Of pohutukawa, when you see the tree growing, these beautiful big branches. They actually they live in these really bizarre places, and you think, oh my goodness, they're going to fall out of there, but their roots go all over the place, and they sort of help to keep banks in place around our coastal areas. Right, I'll put another piece of that into there, and I just love that. And the pohutukawa always comes about Christmas time, and it's just, well, we call it our Christmas tree here in New Zealand. I'll put that into there, and with that, I'm going to poke that into there, like so that just falls and cascades over there. And I've got just a little bit of moss, a little bit of artificial moss, and I'm just going to put that up and into there to give that lovely little mounded. But now you know why I don't like using this stuff, because it makes a terrible mess. Right, with the poi, these are the colours that they would usually have. These are our colours here in New Zealand, the red, the white and the black. With that, what I'm going to do with that is, actually I'll take it up and into there so that can fall down and over the side. In fact, what I will do is I will have that to fall over there like that, so that falls onto the ground. And then with these little poi, I'm just going to hang those over the branches. Don't make them too heavy, because we don't want to do any damage to our little tree, do we? What a good idea. I just love this idea. And I've just been in India working, and I happened to overhear, well, I didn't actually, I was part of the conversation of what the latest idea is in encouraging us to help with our with the climate and with carbon emissions, etc., is to plant trees. And the professor I was talking to said that if we gave a gift for every baby that was born, for every special occasion to give a tree, and that was planted, that would in some part work towards helping with what's happening. Because being where I was very, very shocked at the amount of pollution that I discovered. So just hang those little flowers onto the little power shell flowers onto your tree, and there you have a lovely, lovely organic little Christmas tree that can be planted after Christmas into the ground, and in a few years' time that will start to produce the pine nuts, and we will be able to eat off it. And with that little bird, I'm just going to put that little bird into there, which will be a surprise for a little child. So there you are, a beautiful Kiwiana inspired Christmas tree for those of you around the world, you Maori that are away travelling all over the place and you want a little bit of something New Zealand. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.